I'll give you the bottom line first. Skip-level meetings, the practice where employees meet with a manager above their direct supervisor, can be highly beneficial to all stakeholders involved: employees, higher-level leaders, meaning the skip-level leaders, and even the skipped direct supervisors. Through them, they can also be very beneficial for organizations as a whole. But this is true when they are conducted if and how appropriate. And there are a lot of influencing factors on whether and how such meetings should be implemented. There is no one-size-fits-all, and contexts such as individual, cultural, organizational, industrial, and socio-economical significantly matter. If these meetings are implemented without awareness to pitfalls, influencing context, and risks, then they can actually create more harm than good. I'm Dr. Samuel Blacher, PhD in Leadership, Masters in Management of Engineering and Technology, former Director with McDonald's, Vice President with Mimic Networks, Senior Manager with Apple, and Founder, among other roles. And this video is part of my research-based, practice-oriented quick videos and articles about organizational culture, behavior, and leadership in tech and beyond. Interestingly, skip-level meetings seem to be widely implemented in some work environments and also recommended by various business or practical articles, while many people in other work environments have never heard of the concept. In addition, while there is a lot of scholarly research on related aspects such as meeting science, employee voice, psychological safety, inclusion theory, adaptive leadership, and so on, there is little academic research directly on skip-level meetings. My scholarly research on skip-level meetings is among the first published directly on the topic. Even ChatGPT and Gemini say that. Now, let's jump into it. I promise you, it's going to be concise, practical, though based on research, and quick. Let's first land on the definition of skip-level meetings. Skip-level meetings are, as I mentioned, the practice where employees meet with a manager above their direct supervisors. These don't refer to meetings like all hands or other types of meetings that merely bring employees and higher-level leaders to the same meeting or the same room, but only to meetings which are intentionally meant to bridge or skip over one or more levels of supervisors, and provide opportunity for employees and higher-level leaders to connect without mediation, whether the skipped managers are present in the meeting or not. I'll now describe some of the benefits, risks, pitfalls, and influencing factors that affect whether and how skip-level meetings should be approached. I elaborated further on each of these aspects as well as provided some practical implementation guidelines in my LinkedIn newsletter article about this. You're welcome to check it out, the link is in the description of this video. So now, let's start with the benefits that skip-level meetings offer. Skip-level meetings allow higher-level leaders to tap into insights from the ground floor, enhancing decision-making and connectedness of leadership while reducing leadership isolation. They also foster employees' empowerment and sense of value and belongingness, which, as shown by research, can translate to various positive outcomes, such as increased motivation, engagement, satisfaction, and retention, as well as accelerate problem-solving. From the other direction, employees can tap into their organizational context beyond the scope of their direct supervisor, better understand decisions, organizational directions, reasons, and constraints, and relay concerns, requests, or ideas. Beyond helping employees and higher-level leaders, such meetings may also help the direct skipped managers in various ways, such as by having a team that feels more valued, motivated, committed, etc., or clarifying to their direct reports that some decisions or constraints originate above them and not their fault. Or, from the other direction, help direct supervisors relay concerns from their direct reports without mediation, which can help push for change with higher-level leaders as they hear directly from the concerned people without consolidating and mediating their voices through one person who, even if unintentionally, applies their interpretation, filtering, context, and so on, and also acts as a bottleneck for communication. It is one thing to hear something and discuss it with the sources, and another thing to hear and discuss it with a messenger. Skip-level meetings can demonstrate goodwill and foster the feeling that the work environment is stable and predictable, and help employees get more visibility with higher-level leadership, support the growth, or build trust with higher-level leaders. Also, in turn, as research shows, trusted employees receive more resources. They can foster employee voice and actionable input and empower those closest to issues to contribute solutions, as well as through perceptions of a more inclusive environment where employees feel more involved in decision-making processes, mitigate the risk of lower emotional commitment or sense of obligation to support change. In addition, by reducing perceived power distance from higher-level leadership, these meetings can foster trust, autonomy, attachment, and organizational identity. Trust can enhance responsibility, empowerment, and organization-based self-esteem, which in turn improves performance. Skip-level meetings can also be used to extend and spread trust within the organization. As research indicates, trust can be extended via a third party. So if, for example, I trust you and you trust someone else, then it helps me to trust that third person too. Similarly, for instance, if the higher-level leader conveys their trust in their even higher manager, then that may help build employees' trust in even higher-level organizational leadership. Skip-level meetings can strengthen job embeddedness, thus reduce the chance of turnover, and they encourage innovation, collaboration, and the sense of accountability of direct, meaning skipped, supervisors. Furthermore, research shows that often first-level leaders are highly technical yet lack leadership or soft skills. Naturally, higher-level leaders tend to be more experienced leaders, so that means that higher-level leaders, through skip-level meetings, can compensate for the leadership skills gap of lower-level managers and help identify and address issues early before they blow up. That, in turn, can also support the direct, meaning skipped, manager in having a better functioning team and atmosphere. Also, the skipped manager can learn and grow from these experiences, and these gaps can be used as opportunities for coaching and mentoring of direct supervisors by higher-level leaders. Of course, skip-level meetings can also help early identification and addressing of problems related to the direct, meaning skipped manager, which could be beneficial for all parties, including the skipped manager themselves, because issues can be caught and learned from while they are still small. Alternatively, these meetings can also be used to relay good feedback about the direct manager. Historical case studies indicate that they can result in very significant cost savings compared to the cost of holding the meetings. Risks and pitfalls in skip-level meetings. First, it is important to know that whether and how to implement skip-level meetings is strongly linked to various influencing contextual factors, including age or generational belonging of stakeholders, cultural background, industry norms, socio-economical aspects, etc. As I mentioned, there is no one-size-fits-all, and if skip-level meetings are done carelessly or without considering these factors, then they may actually end up causing more harm than good. I elaborated about various influencing factors in my LinkedIn newsletter article, so again, good opportunity to invite you to check it out and subscribe to the LinkedIn newsletter. The link is in the description of this video. Also, my next video on this channel is going to focus on norm and value differences between people from different cultural, generational, or other types of backgrounds, so subscribe to my channel to get notified when it's published. Moving on with risks. Direct supervisors may perceive skip-level communication as less appropriate, threatening their authority or undermining hierarchical structures, possibly leading to resentment, friction, lower evaluations of direct reports, and preference to hire or promote weaker talent that poses less perceived risk of overshadowing them. My study also suggested that resentment may be linked to whether leaders agree or disagree with their state of inclusion or exclusion for skip-level meetings. In that study, exclusion from such meetings was not strongly linked on its own to negative perceptions of skipped leaders, but disagreement with their state of inclusion or inclusion was linked with negative perceptions. That means that it may also be important to have skipped leaders' buy-in and alignment with them on the approach. If skip-level meetings are loosely implemented without enforcing certain rules and boundaries, which could ensure maintaining the authority, hierarchical place, and involvement of direct supervisors, then such meetings can strain supervisor-employee relationships, diminish overall morale, create misalignments, and erode their ability to lead. My study revealed a potential link between misalignment concerns by skipped leaders and their negative sentiment towards skip-level meetings. Even when direct supervisors were excluded from skip-level meetings but involved in follow-ups, their misalignment concerns reduced and sentiment toward these meetings from which they were excluded was generally positive. If employee feedback given in skip-level meetings is not addressed or mismanaged, employees may feel their efforts are in vain, leading to silence or voice altering, frustration, demotivation, disengagement, turnover, and decreased morale and performance. It can also lead to a disconnect between employees and leadership. I describe some more benefits and risks in my LinkedIn newsletter article about this, and in that article, I also continued that explained some influencing contextual factors, as well as offered practical implementation guidelines based on all the insights from my research. Check it out and subscribe. The link is in the description of this video. Also, if you find this helpful, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can find more short research and practice-based videos on organizational culture, behavior, and leadership in tech and beyond in my channel, and more are coming up. Thank you very much for watching.